All right, it is time to get the lowdown on Nnenna Freelon. So we'd like to welcome world-renowned jazz vocalist, 6-time Grammy nominee, actor, composer, a little bit of everything, I guess. It's Nnenna Freelon. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
So we're going to get the hard question right out of the way.
Right away.
Yes.
Yep.
The spelling of the name?
Oh, yeah.
It's
hard.
How many N's? By a vowel, girly.
Right. Early on, you were signed by Columbia Records in '92.
Right.
And then you were dropped 2 years later.
Right.
How did that affect your career?
I was lucky to have some great mentors, some people who had seen the movie before I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But I've always really made my living as a live artist.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to really do a self-check. You know, you okay? You all right? I was still working. I was still working.
Right.
Not taking something really personally is something you have to develop as you get more, I won't say older, I'll say more mature,
Seasoned.
more seasoned,
Yes.
you know, and realizing that, you know, everything ends on this side of Jordan, everything ends.
Right.
Did you ever think about giving up at that point?
Okay, do you have to be honest on this show?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, all right.
It's the lowdown.
Okay, it's the lowdown, it's the lowdown. This is like free therapy.
Talk to us.
So I did
We're not
have
licensed
a
therapists,
moment.
though.
I honestly had a moment, you know, where it's like, what?
Of course.
But you press on and you understand your life backwards. Now I can talk to other artists and say, you're going to hit some bumps in the road. There are going to be some days that it's going to be like, why am I doing this? This is difficult. How am I supposed to negotiate this? But the first time you see anything, it's tough.
Right.
But I did sign with Concord Records in '96, I believe. And it's been a fruitful relationship, a much smaller label, an independent label. And now the industry is moving towards self-produced product because the landscape has totally shifted.
Right. And you've been nominated for now 6 Grammys since you've been with Concord, which is pretty amazing. How do they notify you about that with your nomination?
You
for
do
those?
get it. You used to get a fax. Remember that?
What are faxes?
Fax.
What is that?
Yeah, right.
I'm just kidding.
A fax. You used to get a fax and a phone call. But now
You get a text.
You get a text, pretty much.
For
you get
real.
a text for real. The thing is, the whole idea of nomination is that your peers have said, this is the best record in a category of 5.
Sure.
So talking about your peers and being in front of your peers and performing, we've seen you perform numerous times and you always seem so calm, so cool, relaxed. 2001 at the Grammys, you were introduced by Jon Stewart.
Yes.
You performed with Take 6, one of my all-time favorite bands from my youth.
Yes.
And after that, Erykah Badu came out, Tony Bennett.
Yes.
What is it like to perform in front of your peers?
It
Were you
is
really that cool?
No. No, really good makeup and some relaxing herbs.
And a great dress.
A great dress. It was pretty nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
And
You couldn't tell.
then
You
they
can't tell.
stood
I
up.
mean, yeah.
I was like, they're standing up.
Yeah, we
Why
saw
are they
that.
standing up? They're standing up.
Because it was fabulous. You're fabulous.
But afterwards, you're like this.
Oh, of course.
More nervous afterwards
Yeah.
than before. So, but an awesome life experience.
Yeah. What were you doing before you were singing? Because I know you started, after you had your kids.
I started singing from childhood.
Did you want to be a singer when you were little? Was that your
I think
dream?
I wanted to be a singer, but you know how it is. I want to be a singer, but no, you can't. And I wanted to do something that I didn't have to struggle.
Right.
Right.
I really
Security.
sort of bought that Kool-Aid that said being an artist is difficult.
Yeah.
And I have to say, that's not untrue, double negative.
I get
It is true.
Yeah.
But it is also difficult to work all your life at something you don't love and retire and fall dead from a heart attack the day you retire.
Right.
That's also hard. When I realized I had this burning desire to do my art, not the skill set, not the opportunity, not the experience, but I bloomed right here in Durham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that, the fact that I was sort of given birth to in this community is very precious to me.
And I love that. There's a quote by your grandmother, and she says, bloom where you're planted.
Bloom where you're playing. Because I had this vision in my mind. I want to do this, but I got to go to New York, right? Or LA,
Right,
or
everyone.
Chicago.
Yeah.
But I found right here in Durham everything that I needed to develop the skill set.
Was there a point in time where you felt like, oh my gosh, I've made it?
No. And I'm still hungry and curious.
So let's talk about the Clothesline Muse a little bit.
Clothesline
What is
Muse.
it? What's it about? You know,
It
what's the
is-
inspiration behind
it didn't start out to be a musical, but it is a musical. And it's looking at the clothesline as a place of community. Back in the day when women used to wash clothes by hand, it's devised theater, I guess I should say that. And the main characters are Grandma Blue, which I play, and my
I don't
granddaughter.
believe you're a grandmother.
Well, you should see the play.
I can't.
Fabulous actress. I'm able to channel 70 years old. But I tell these stories based on my experiences. My granddaughter's getting ready to go away to college, and I want to give her some gifts before she leaves. She can't wait to get away from all this old-timey stuff. She wants to get out in the world and change the world. But what they realize is that they have more in common than they realize at the beginning.
And where can people get more information about
The
it?
Clothesline Muse, www.theclotheslinemuse.com.
Perfect. Well, congratulations on that.
Thank
And
you.
congratulations. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.
And that is the Lowdown
The
on
Lowdown.
Nnenna Freelon. Thank you.